that this is what we're having. Yes, and then yes, so we have Genevieve joining us. Hi, Genevieve. Hi, Genevieve. Hello, Genevieve.
Hello.
Hi.
Hello. Good evening.
Hi, Genevieve. Good evening. Can we see your face, please?
Oh, you can't see my face? Oh, I've turned.
No, I can't see your face. Probably is the network.
Oh, I can
Yes,
see.
so this is our beautiful Genevieve. I can see your face now.
Hello.
Hello, Genevieve.
I'm actually connecting with my phone. My laptop has freeze.
Oh,
Oh,
don't
look.
worry. That's a good. I like to see your faces. Let me see your faces, your pretty faces. Like I'm the only one showing. Genevieve is the only one showing her face now. I want to see everyone's face. Can I see your faces?
Oh, my camera's on. Can you see? I feel like I could see everyone's face except
Yes,
for.
yes, yes. I can see you now. I
Okay.
can see you now. I think it's my network as well.
Okay.
So I think we can begin, right? Everyone is here. I have all my guests here, so we can start.
Sure.
Yeah. So if you just join us, we are having a discussion on a purposeful woman. The male that have joined, females that have joined, is actually important to join so that you listen. And then we all advise ourselves. We take some notes. I have my notebook and my pen here. Yes. I also want to go something. I'm also learning. We are all learning. So if you just join us, then that is the discussion we are having. And you are not lost. It's good, just like I just said. So we have our beautiful Nikki Jane Fee, we have Josephine, we have Doc Brown, Dr. Brown, we have Jamie Beebe, and we have Kumba. We are all sisters, and we are here to connect, we are here to learn, we are here to impact and empower our lives. And this is our way of celebrating International Women's Day at Le Moon. And so we say that the theme is a purposeful woman. Now, we'd like to know who a purposeful woman is. Is a discussion. It's not going to be a question. I'm not going to throw questions. So it's a form of discussion. So we can anyone that would like to answer can feel free and answer. Let's have a discussion. Let's talk. Anything that you know about a purposeful woman. I mean, it's the microphones are yours. Let's have the discussion. So who is a purposeful woman? Who is a
Okay. So
purposeful woman?
can I start?
Mhm. Yes, feel free.
Okay. Hello. Good evening. I'm Genevieve
Good evening.
Boachi Adam. I'm an administrative manager and also a project manager at Comfort Teaching Hospital. Okay. So let's kick off by the question: who is a purposeful woman? In my own view, I think a purposeful woman is someone who set a goal and also at the end achieve it. Not just achieving it and also trying to make an impact, not for herself alone, but also trying to make an impact globally or people around her, making a positive impact on people around her. I think, on my view, that's what a purposeful woman is. Yeah. Hello, Sonia. Please, did you hear me?
Yeah, we heard you. I
Okay.
want to agree with
Had that
Genevieve
challenge.
that impacts not just for herself, but for her people and her community. I think that's really important. Of course, when I think of a purposeful woman, the first thing that came to mind was Proverbs 31. So right now, I tend to self-sacrifice a lot. I feel like a purposeful woman should not do that. I think it is important to think about yourself and not be selfless. Think about yourself a little bit. I think just wanted to add that in there because ooh, it's rough in the streets
Oh
right now.
yes,
You can't
of
pour from an
course.
empty cup. So just wanted to sprinkle. I know that's not what you did, Nikki, but I just wanted to sprinkle a little razzle dazzle on that because I don't want anybody burning themselves out for the sake of others. That's not healthy. As we know, we already know. Yeah.
I had an issue with my internet, but I've joined.
Sorry.
I'm sorry. I have people calling and then I've stopped them from calling because this is important. I'm hosting. All right. So I've heard from everybody. I heard the Proverbs 31 that makes us understand a woman of substances, a virtuous woman. Yes. If you want to know more about a virtuous woman, last week I had a chance to preach on International Women's Day at church. And I also preached on Proverbs chapter 31. And I was telling them that if you want to know more about a woman, you go to Proverbs chapter 31 and you would understand who is God. So I am happy to hear that. And one thing I've also learned from what you guys said, one thing that I loved from what you all said was a purposeful woman uses what she has to bless the world. That's powerful. And I'm a purposeful woman. I know you are a purpose and we are blessing the world. That is why today you guys have honored me. You've honored my invitation and you are sharing with us. Is that not wonderful? Isn't it wonderful? Yes. Yes.
Yes,
A
it is.
woman that's resilient, a woman that come on, I like everything that you guys said. Everything that everyone here said. It's powerful. Yes. So We were having this argument at the office on International Women's Day. The guys were like, they don't understand why women are highly celebrated on International Women's Day. It's like we always get that like women are being hailed all the time, and they don't understand why we are always hailed than the men. And someone was like, we don't have International Men's Day. And I'm like, no, we do have International Men's Day. I hope you agree with me that we do have International Men's Day. It's just that it's not being recognized as the women. Because our mothers do a lot. Women, we do a lot. And so previously, in fact, gone were the days where we were not honored. But now people are seeing the essence of being a woman and the understanding what it takes to be a woman, especially kids growing up with their mother and seeing how they struggle. And so they know that, yes, women are going through a lot and they deserve to be celebrated. Some men also love their wives and they appreciate them. We all know that women are doing great. So they are being recognized. The men are fighting us. They are saying we also have men that are doing what women are doing. A guy was like, he's been changing his baby's diaper. When his wife gave birth, he was there. He was doing almost everything. So it turned out to be a debate. And so I was like, yes, we have International Men's Day. Yes, it is true. It's not really recognized. But then the thing is that, do you think that we should give them that equal attention? The way we hail women, do you think that men are supposed to have that equal attention? This is just by the do you think they have to have that equal attention? Because they also came up with this. Like, yes, now we have time for our kids. Now we have time for the home. It is 50. Some people say it's 50-50. I help my wife, she helps me. Yes, she does. She plays her role, I play my role. I mean, I allow my wife to be who she wants to be. Whatever she wants to do, I am free. I want her to be that woman of substance. It's also a plus for me. Seeing my wife, I make her look beautiful. I mean, why should I not also be healed? And why shouldn't International Men's Day be held? Do you think that we should give them that equality? It's open for everyone. I'm not going to select anyone. I know we have women here empowering everyone around. What do you guys think?
Well, in my
Um,
opinion, I think there's nothing wrong with celebrating men as well because they are equally doing amazing out there, you know. And um, if I don't know, I've not really heard of International Men's Day. You are
to
saying there's something like
recognize
that exists. I have not heard of that. This is my opinion. Okay, I stand to be corrected. I feel like a lot of times men think they have it all figured out. And so they don't make much noise about this. I need to be seen. I need to be celebrated. Oh, my weakness needs to be addressed. You understand? It's already a perception, like a worldly perception that, oh, men are strong. Men have it figured out. Oh, men can do, So it got to a time where women, we found and we realized that we were lacking behind, and then we decided to speak up for ourselves because we realized that we had so many challenges. And that is when we are loud. So we are so loud, so it's all over the place, you understand? And it's like, it's like being in a relationship and then maybe you have been together for a very long time, and then you get to a where you feel like, no, I have to stand for myself. I know my worth. I'm going through a lot, and I need the world to know. And I'm doing a lot, and I need the world to recognize my efforts. You understand? So that is where women decided to be loud about achievement, and also with the same energy, be loud about our concerns, so that the world will come in and provide solutions to our challenges. So if men feel like they also need to be celebrated, yes, they need to be celebrated because they are doing amazing. Sometimes you go to some women conferences and women workshops, and then you see some men participating, helping out. The same way you go to some men events and then you see women participating, maybe taking care of the catering and the other stuff, the ushering and all those things. And then the women too, you see some men trying to, help out with a few things, you understand? So they deserve to be celebrated as well. But we can't do it for you. You have to. When you come out, then we will support you the same way some of them are supporting us. Then we will support them. So yes, in conclusion, they deserve to also be celebrated.
Sonia, I'll jump
Men,
in as well. I do think men deserve to be celebrated, but I think the attention that is on Women's Day is definitely warranted and needed. For the men who are wondering why there's such a big thing about Women's Day, is because of the history of it. International Women's Day and Women's Month, it's not just a day, it's not just a celebration, it's actually a movement and part of a movement for equality and equity. It's a movement that's rooted in a history of struggle, resistance, and advocacy for equality throughout the world. We know that women, especially Black women in Africa, the Caribbean, the diaspora, they fought for so many rights when it comes to education and voting, fair wages, leadership opportunities, not to mention gender-based violence. All of these things are still issues today. And I see it day after day after day, like today in 2025. And so it's not just about celebrating women, it's about amplifying voices, it's about addressing the issues and being intentional about addressing inequalities and pushing for systemic change. I'd also talk to them about the fact that the world still doesn't treat men and women equally. And if there is an inequality, then we need to address it as such, right? So if you have two friends and you have, I don't know, some food to give to them, and one has just finished a big lunch and the other one is starving, who are you going to give the food to? Obviously, the person who is starving, right? They need it more.
yeah.
So I would say if women had the same rights as men, the same opportunities as men, the same pay as men, the same opportunities for leadership, and if we felt as safe as men do every single day, if we had all of those privileges, then maybe we could have this discussion and it would make sense to have this discussion, but that is not the case, as we all know. So we're still facing discrimination, GBV, all the things, and the day is a reminder that the fight for equality is not over. And I think that's why we need to have events like this, right? It's to bring awareness to that fact, because we tend to forget, a lot of us, that that is the case even today. And even though there is an International Men's Day, the causes are different. So that day focuses more on men's mental health, issues that we don't generally talk about when it comes to men, but they're important. So yeah, I think we're addressing things as they need to be addressed. And I would say when women rise, society benefits. That's what I would end with. There's a quote about that, right? There's a quote about, yeah, when you teach a woman, you teach a nation, or something like
Yeah.
that.
Yes.
Correct me if I'm wrong, but
Okay.
that's what I would have to say about this.
When you educate a man, when you educate a man, when you educate a woman, you educate a nation, the whole
That's
nation,
it.
right?
Big
Right.
facts.
Yeah,
Mhm.
yes. I think the
Jojo,
quote is when you educate a man, you educate an
you educate
individual. But
an individual, but when you educate a woman, you educate a whole nation. Go,
I think this
Jojo! All
I
right,
think this
that's fine.
conversation, I've had this several times. For like, just why are you always supporting women? What about the men? And it's 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 not that we are trying to neglect that they have to be empowered as well. We are not denying the fact, but as Dr. Rachel said, it's something about history. Like history has it that women have faced more systematic barriers like along the line. So that's how come the Beijing meeting came off and we all have this International Women's Day trying to empower women here and there. So we are not going to deny the facts. It's November 19th, that's International Men's Day, and it is even looking more at the mental health of men, as Dr. Rachel said. But the fact is that they themselves don't give it the hype. They are not hyping it themselves. On that day, I made a post about International Men's Day, and most of them the male comments that came, they were like, "Oh, today's International Men's Day. Be empowered, and you don't even know the day that like the world has put aside to celebrate you." So I think men should, if they want, like, it already exists. International Men's Day already exists. So if you'd want it to make trend, I feel like the men, just a few of them, and see how they're already ruling and controlling the world. So if they want it to also make us waves, they also want to be empowered more, they can also help, they can come on board, and we can also partner with them to make sure that it is going out there. Men also need to be empowered. And I'd also want to emphasize that when we talk about International Women's Day, it's not about like excluding the men, it's about creating that balance. So far, we know men have had greater opportunities, they've had lesser systematic barriers. The society has been fit this patriarchal sort of systems. So we are just trying and crying for more opportunities for ourselves. We're not saying men shouldn't be empowered or anything. So all these ends in that way. Men also deserve it, but they should also push it up. We can't come and push it up for them, as Nikki said earlier as well. I'd end it with that.
Okay, that's okay. Is Genevieve around? Or she has
Yeah, I'm
an
here.
issue?
It's just that
JJ, do you
I
have
had
something to
the
say
line.
about this?
Actually, I'm lost with the question. I just came. The internet was bad.
Okay, we're talking about the gender equality. The men are saying that we are only celebrating International Women's Day, and International Women's Day is being heard than theirs. On the
Oh,
in November 19th
nice.
is
Yeah,
International Men's Day.
yeah.
Yes. So if we don't know now, we know International Men's Day is on November 19th. It's usually celebrated. But you see, we do not know. Myself, I didn't know. It was
Oh,
through the debate I had to search.
actually, I did a research about it, and I knew it was November 19th. Yeah,
Oh, okay. It
yeah.
was because of this debate I had to research, so that when I'm also talking, I know what to say. Because these guys were really wild at me and some other girls. And we won. Sure, we know Nikki said we are loud. So we are loud, though. We are loud. And so we won. Me, I always win when it comes to the female side. I have to. I have
Yeah.
to because I'm female. Yes. So yes, Doc made us understand that it is more of um a movement. International Women's Day is more like more of a movement. We have women still being abused. We have women going through a lot. That is why this day is being celebrated so that they could be heard. And Nikki made us understand that yes, men already got it all. They already got it figured out. They are supposed to let us know so that they can also make their own noise so we hear. We are also making the noise to be heard. Is that not it? It is we that have made the noise and now we are being heard. That we are even having of late. The last time I think Nikki and then Jojo would bear me out. We had a program and I made this statement that I am proud of this year, my generation, because this time actually empowering women more. And that is something that I'm really proud of in my generation. Yes, I believe that in the next generation to come, at the time our kids will grow, women will be heard, women empowerment will be known, women empowerment. We wouldn't even have more problems with this because we are building that foundation. Our mothers didn't get it that way. They were really being abused. You cannot leave home when your husband is beating you. You cannot complain. Who are you to say something? Because it's a disgrace, it's an embarrassment. But now it is a different situation because two women have sat down to say that they've had a discussion that I'm being abused, I'm being raped, I am not heard. And so I think we have to join our heads together and fight it. So we are empowering everyone. But the men are still saying that they are not being recognized. They are also doing so well. We have good men around that are supporting the women. And so there should be a form of equality. Do you believe that? Is it fair that there should be some form of equality? Genevieve?
Um, personally, yes. As we said earlier on, actually, there's an International Men's Day, which is observed every November 19th. International Men's Day may not have the same level of recognition, compared to we women, our Women International Women's Day. But it's still a significant event that highlights the importance of the role that men play in the society. Actually, with the question of being, is it okay or is equality okay? Personally, I would say no, because currently I saw a trend on social media where they drew a man and a woman entering a room. It's a different picture, entering a room, going for a PTA meeting. And there was this, it's like an anime. It was like an anime. They've written it, wow, it's a man. A man is coming for a PTA meeting. So they were surprised. Actually, they will applaud the man coming for a PTA meeting rather than a woman coming for a PTA meeting. Or, hey, you've seen a man changing the diaper. Wow, this man is a good man. Wow, he's good. I personally, I don't know why a man will be applauded for changing the diaper, whilst a woman won't be applauded for changing the diaper, or a man will be applauded going for a PTA meeting rather than a woman being applauded. So when it comes to such incidents, I think women should be more recognized more rather than men. Especially when it comes to Mother's Day, you see, women get the attention more than men. Or maybe when celebrities go for interview, they'll ask you, how many siblings do you have? And the celebrity is like, oh, my father's side we are 5, my mother's side we are 3. Normally that's what happens. I think we shouldn't be treated equally. Women needs to be more pampered. Women are special. You see, in the Bible, man had to sleep for woman to be created. So I think we shouldn't be treated equally. Women needs to be treated more specially than men. I don't know if I've made sense here, but personally, that's what I think.
I want to ask Genevieve a question.
Okay.
Genevieve, is your middle name Violence? Violence, your middle name?
No. It's actually I don't have a middle name. It's Genevieve Boachi Adam. So
No.
the Boachi Adam is
No,
my surname.
no, she's
No,
trying
you
to
have
call.
a mystical middle name. It's called Violence.
Perhaps.
Yes.
We shouldn't be treated equally. No, we shouldn't. Not at all. Women should be on the pedestal, We should be there. It's fine. Men do the harder work, In the Bible it says that men will suffer, men will work hard to produce, But I think women, we are soft. We need to be pampered. We are special beings. We procreate. God created women more than men, You know that, right? That's
Wow.
yeah. When you check population, the world population, women are more than men. Because if God makes the men many, the population will decrease. That's why women are more than men.
Oh
So I
yes,
think women
she's
should be treated special.
Sonia, I'm struggling, right? I was trying so hard to not say anything. I think honestly, we do need equality. We are being paid less. As I mentioned, gender-based violence is also an issue. So I think we do need to focus on equity and equality like urgently. Additionally, I think it's important to note that not all women can reproduce and procreate. Also important to note that not all women want to be pampered and put on a pedestal. So I think Genevieve wants to be put on a pedestal, and that's her prerogative.
But I believe in general, women have a soft spot. Women are soft. And
not
so we
all
deserve
women,
to be-
Sonia.
Perhaps Dr. Rachel is not soft.
I'm definitely a little soft sometimes, but I don't think all women are soft. I think it's also kind of dangerous to stereotype us and put us into one bracket, because then certain behaviors become problematic for those who don't fit very well into those brackets and baskets and boxes. So
that's also a good point. But we spoke about some women being abused, some women feeling left out, and all that. Women, we go through a lot. And that is where some of us need the pampering. Me, I love to be pampered. Oh. You need to pamper me. I am the firstborn of my mom, but I'm treated like the lastborn. Yes. So I love to be pampered. But now I know that some women, I don't know why you have to be hard. Some people are tough. They are hard because of what they have gone through. And then they don't have anyone to be by their side. And so they have to be hard to fight life. But I feel in general, women are supposed to be pampered. If you pamper a woman, there is this form of respect. There is this form of love. You are supposed to be loved. You are supposed to be shown that kind of compassion. So in general, I can say that. But now I know some women do not want to be pampered. I don't know why you don't want to be pampered. But anyways,
But Sonia, what
if
you're saying is biblical.
it's biblical,
Yeah,
right?
that
Okay,
women should be pampered. It
okay.
is.
Where does it say
Have you heard
that?
anything? Have you heard women are the weaker vessels? Have you heard that? Have you heard that
No,
before?
maybe
That we are
no.
the weaker vessels. It's not
Yes,
literal.
I
The
think
meaning is not literal. It's
okay,
just about the fact that we should be treated with care.
okay.
Okay. Yeah, we should be treated with care
With
because we
care.
are delicate, we are soft. You understand? So
Mm,
yeah, what you're saying is biblical. Yeah, and that's our position as women. That's why we are fighting
mm-hmm.
for our rights.
Yes, Genevieve.
Yeah,
Yes, but
Genevieve.
the
Genevieve
well,
will like this one.
yes. So,
She's
but
a
but
soft girl.
docs made a point also about some women not wanting to be pampered. I don't want us to go further, but there have been this incidents that you some other, because Doc has made that point, and I think one time we will meet again and we'll discuss that. That one we are going to really go. That will be for next time. Let us not go
Yeah,
further.
Sonia, I would just say before you think about pampering me, make sure I'm paid equally. Before you think about pampering me, make sure that I feel safe, that the
Yes.
statistics on rape decrease significantly. Pampering for me is not a priority right now, but to each her own, and it is what it is.
Well, Doc, with what you said, it's relative to that. Actually it's compared to that. Yeah, I agree with her too. I agree with Doc
Mhm.
to
So
some
you see,
extent.
we are not going further. Please, if you just join us, you just joined myself and my beautiful guests. We are having a discussion on a purposeful woman. And so, if you have any questions, there will be a time that you can ask questions. Please, you've joined us. Enjoy the discussion. You can see that we are laughing or no. And I have got some people even sending messages that they have questions and they love what we are doing. Some people are laughing in their house, so that they are not showing their faces, so we can't see them laugh. And so, if you just joined us, yes, we are having a discussion on a purposeful woman. And if you have your questions, please keep them. There'll be the right time for you to ask your questions while you
Oh,
enjoy and just have their discussions with us. Okay. There'll be a time we'll all have the discussion. There will be an open session for all of us. Thank you. So far, so good, isn't it? So far, so good.
actually, ECG has taken my light.
Oh
Oh,
no.
sorry, but I can still see your
Oh,
face.
sorry.
Right.
Sorry,
She's
but I
telling
can still see
ECG that
your
they need
face.
to pamper her. She needs to be pampered.
She said she needs money. She doesn't need lights. She needs money.
Okay.
Sonia, I think someone is sharing their screen. If they could stop sharing, I think that can anybody
Please,
else see that?
please stop
Or just
sharing.
Yeah, I do see it.
Okay. Okay. It's one of the admin. He's trying to share the screen. Don't worry. It's sorted out. So I have another question. And then that question is, you all here are being admired by somebody, right? If not myself, I think I happen to know everyone, and I have had some one or two discussions with everyone here. Dr. Rachel is one woman that everyone here will love her. I met her at Pentecost University, just in your school. So your alma mater.
Oh.
Yes. Now you had an award night, and I met her there. We actually got an award. Yes, I don't know if it was an award or yes, we were honored on that day. I should put it this way. That was the first time I met her, and she did this presentation about banku, and I fell in love with this because banku is my favorite food. I love banku. Yes,
Banku.
and yes, she's a lecturer at GIJ. Yes, she teaches over there. She's being loved by her students. She posts on her status, and I see what she does. Like, it's really impactful. You see the students being involved, and she makes it so beautiful, like a mother and her children or her child. Genevieve is one hardworking woman. I fell in love with her after I saw her doing some construction. She was in a construction suit. Yes, but she works at
Yeah.
Confanoche. She's a project manager. And Nikki Jojo, we met her at GCTU. That's my alma mater. And
Oh, the
Nikki,
Pentecost people were doing woo. Let's do some woo.
oh yes, our alma mater. Yes, yes. So we met there, and then she taught us a lot. Aside that, I see how she encourages women to pray. She prays for women, teaches us we need each other. You need my prayers, and I need your prayers. And it's so amazing. I like how she's been organizing women to empower themselves through prayers. Prayers means a lot. And so if you get someone to encourage you to pray, look at how demanding we are. We are always needed somewhere. We are always busy. We don't have we've got someone in our generation to say that, hey, we've got to pray. Let's go here and meet. Let's meet up here and then pray. Josephine is one beautiful lady I have been admiring so much, especially on LinkedIn. The things she yes,
Eh.
we have met at so many places. Like, and I love her moves. Yes, she's an advocate. She's been doing so great for my generation or our generation. And I'll give you all that thumbs up. Kumba is supposed to be part of us, but at the moment she's caught up with something. She'll join us shortly. Yes, she's also one woman I met at Panafil. We met at a place, sisters to sisters, where we all like we met a group of girls, ladies coming to tell us, entrepreneurs talking about what they do and how we empower each other and all that. Yes. But then she's not around. But when she comes, you will know how impactful she is. Yes. So you are being admired, if not by anyone over here, by myself. I admire you already. So I want to know which woman or who do you admire? Let me put it this way. Everyone here should tell me who they admire. Who is that woman that you admire? Can you share with us? Doc, who is that woman you admire?
All right. So the woman that I admire many women, but the one that I want to talk about today is my grandma Dina. She is the most resilient, most powerful, most loving, most beautiful, talented person that I have ever met. We actually had our Sunday call today. We have a Sunday call every week. And
Okay.
I admire her. The more I get to know her, the more in awe I am of her and how she's been able to do what she's done, accomplish what she has, and not lose her mind and still manage to care so much for so many other people. So I just want to big up my grandma today for sure. I love her dearly. And she's someone who inspires me because we've been through some very similar experiences. And I've also seen the difference in her life versus the lives of other people who've been through things that she's been through. And I think she chose right in terms of how she dealt with her situations. And that inspires me to kind of do something similarly. It also inspires me to learn to choose myself. and not really be flexible in terms of my morals and my values. So shout out to my grandma, the strongest woman I know. Yeah.
Shout out to your grandma. You made me miss my grandma. I lost my grandma. She was also my best friend. J Navy. Who is that woman you admire?
Okay. As usual, my mom. My
Okay.
mom, she's called a Kia Boatima. My mom has actually faced a lot of challenges in life. I really admire my mom so much. The strength that this woman has. I'm not sure any woman can have that strength. She has taught us the importance of family, love, kindness, a lot. I love her so much and I admire her. I just don't want to be like her. I want to be more than her. She has done a lot in my life. She's the most strongest woman that I know. So I think her braveness, her perseverance, like her never giving up spirit is something that I really admire. I think my mom is my role model and I really love her. It's my mom.
Okay. Nikki.
I would say my mentor.
Okay.
Yeah, she's Abigail Sasu, and she's a writer, a speaker, a transformational coach, and then a producer. And I admire her so much and love her so much because um, whenever I see her, I see the bigger version of myself. Um, she has this, her personality is strikingly similar to mine. And she epitomizes beauty, elegance, eloquence, independence, strength. You understand what I'm saying? Grace. I can say a lot. I can go on and go on. Resilience. And so I love her so much. And then one thing that I love so much about her is that she's full of positivity. She's always ready to push me up, always ready to guide me. You understand? Anytime I'm in distress, she knows the right words to, say to me. She knows how to press my mumu button. Yeah, and then whenever I'm excited, she even jubilates more than I do. She's more excited about my little wins, my progress. Even today's program, when she saw the flyer, you should see how she was behaving, as if she was the
Oh,
one going to be interviewed. Yeah, anytime she sees that I'm doing something, I'm taking a project or anything, she's more excited than I am. And so, yeah, I love her so much, and she's my role model. Yeah, so she's the woman
that's
I
beautiful.
admire.
Jojo, your turn.
Okay, so I know the question was one woman you admire, but I can't really pu- help myself to just pick one. So please pardon me. I'd want to just highlight three monumental people
Okay.
in my life.
That's fine. That's
The
fine.
first person would be my mom, even though she's
Mm.
late. I lost her about
Mhm.
6 years ago, but regardless of that time growing up with her, she was always lively, always cheerful, always pushing me to do more and to be the best version of myself. So regardless, everywhere I go, I tell people that even though it's been a long time that I've been in her life, I still feel like I am making her proud out there. So she's someone I still admire. She's on the cover of my phone whenever I pick up, and it's always that motivation to make her proud wherever she is that
Mm.
makes me do what I do. So she's someone I've always admired. The next person is my mentor as well. We also need someone who is in the space that would aspire to go to also give us a tap on the shoulder, someone to guide us along the way. And Madam Kate Addo is my mentor. I got the August opportunity to be under her mentorship under the Eve International Foundation mentorship program. It's for 1 year, and so far it's been amazing. I met up with her. She's in the PR space. I offered PR. So, okay, someone is sharing the screen. That just got me confused, but let me. She's in
Now,
the the PR space, and I've learned a lot from her. So thank you so much to Madam Kate Ado. She's someone I truly admire. Her resilience, she's had about 25 years in the media space and just rich experience. And when she's telling you, just the way you're doing this, and I don't like it, so you have to do it that way. I know I have to quickly check my steps and get back in line. And someone I admire from afar is also Michelle Obama. I really look up to her. I watch her speeches, the way she speaks, her story is inspirational. Like the Proverbs 31, I see that in Michelle, being able to stand there with her husband. I think most of there's a saying that when you see a strong man, it's a strong man behind her. So that is also how I also see that kind of, like, I really admire her. She was able to push her husband to become the first Black president in America. That's huge. That's very great. And someone I look up to, those characteristics that I'd want to emulate in my life as well. Thank you.
That's nice. That's beautiful. So, can I also share mine?
Yes.
Yes, go
Okay.
ahead,
So,
Sonia.
one woman I admire is my mother. I always get emotional when I talk about her. She's always been there for me, like you all said. My mom is my number one fan. She's been there as a father and a mother. One thing that I always bless her life for is she introducing me to Christ. I'm born from an Islamic home, but because I spent most of my time with my mom, she's Christian, so she took me to church, and I love what I do for God. Nikki, the question you asked me has been
Okay.
answered, right?
Yes. Yes.
Yes. So she also encouraged me to do the work of the Lord. Yes. One person that can calm me down when I'm angry or sad is my mother. And one person that I fight with most of the times is my mother. One person that sometimes I don't understand and she doesn't understand me is my mother. But it makes us stronger and then it makes the love grow stronger all the time. And so one person I admire is my mom. And one lady called Selassie. She's one executive. She's an executive in Atlemir. She's more like a sister and a friend. I always tell her that if I had a big sister, I would always want my bigger sister or my elder sister to be like her. She's more like a mother, a friend, and a sister. So we've all shared one person we admire. And I'm happy to hear that. My grandma was also one person I loved, but she also passed away when I was after school, SHS. I was very sad, but now I'm stronger, and I've been able to have that figure in my mom. So I'm blessed, and you're all blessed, isn't it? All right, that's
Yes,
beautiful
we
to know. Yes, yes. So it's so great to know whom you admire, and I'm so sure I made some. We have this Google form. We shared the Google form, and some people answered. We had people, most people, about 30 to 40 people answered. I think Dr. Rachel had her students say she's one person they admire so much. Yes. I got most of your students. Yes. Yes.
Oh,
So now
that's
she
so
doesn't
sweet.
you're feeling pampered.
I'm feeling pampered.
so please, if it is a mid semester, kindly increase the grades. And yes, if it is a mid semester, kindly increase their grades for them, please. I beg you.
I
And then if
hear.
it is an exam, please. I don't know what to say, but do something about it for them. Yes, yes. So it means you're really doing a good job, and
Thank you, Sonia.
let's keep it up. Yes, you have a lot of people looking at you. Yes, and you are mentor to your students, myself, and the world. Every lady here, I didn't just say join my my discussion today. I didn't just say that I want Nikki to be part. No, because I know Nikki. No, I didn't just say Josephine, I want you to join. No, I didn't just say Doc, I want you to join. I didn't just say Genevieve, I want you to join. I didn't just say I knew there was something about everyone, and I was so sure that these beautiful women have a purpose, and I need them on my show. But today I had, and now I know that yes, I did the right. In fact, I believe that I have done the right choice, and I'm so happy that you are here, and I'm happy that you all have people that admire you so much. When I also um sent out the flyers, I made the post. I saw people hailing at you and saying that they are proud of you. And I believe that if you weren't doing anything good, they wouldn't have made a comment. So it means you're all doing wonderful. Let's all keep it up. Let's keep blessing the world with our beautiful inspiration. Thank you. So
So
yes,
yes,
like I
like
was
I was
saying, I
saying, I
got
got
people
people
filling the
filling the
Google
Google
form,
form,
and
and
it's
it's
like
like
some
some
of
of
our
our
ladies have
ladies have
some
some
challenges.
challenges.
Yes, I think that it will be very appropriate if we talk about their challenges, we discuss some of their challenges and see how best we can help them resolve it. Don't you think is right?
Sure.
Yeah, we have more questions, but I think this is important because they 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 willingly told us how they were feeling about their purpose in life. So once we are here, I believe we are here to discuss and then support them, encourage them, and make their life also feel a bit comfortable, right?
Sure.
Yes. So one person, yes. So one person was like, I see other girls. I see other girls who are confident and know what they want in life, but I feel lost. I second guess myself so much that I don't even try new things because I am afraid of failing. I want to believe in myself, but I don't know where to start. How do I find my purpose? So she wants to know how she can find her purpose. She's saying that she's struggling with self doubt. She says that she sees people have confidence in themselves, but then I think she gets intimidated at a point because maybe when there is something and she's involved, she sees the way people confidently showcase themselves or their talents or probably do good at what they do. But she feels a bit timid, not confident about what she wants to do. So there is this kind of fear. How do we help her overcome her self doubt?
So
How
I
do we
can
help?
jump in here if
Okay,
that's okay, Sonia.
that's
I
fine.
wanted to just shout out the person that asked that question because it's such a powerful and honest question and vulnerable question. So the first thing I want to say to you is you are not alone. You're not the only person who feels that way. Many women, no matter how confident they seem on the outside, have felt at some point, I'm sure all the women on this call, me for sure, at some point we felt lost or unsure or afraid of failing. For me as a perfectionist, that's like my biggest fear, failing and disappointing my family or God. I think the difference is we don't let fear stop us. Do it scared, right? It's a quote that I love. Even if you're scared, do it scared. One of the things that I'd like to share with them is your purpose is not a destination. It's not a solid unmoving thing. It's a journey and it's something that you discover as you discover yourself. And so finding your purpose is not something that's magical. Your purpose is not hiding behind a bush waiting for you to find it. It's something that is built and shaped and revealed as you move more through life. Also, you don't need to have all of the answers right now. Start small. I encourage you to try new things, to step outside your comfort zone, to be open to growth, because purpose is not something that you wait for. Purpose is something that you create. I really, really, truly believe that it's something God has for you, but you also create it as you move along. Also want to encourage you to silence that voice of self-doubt. A lot of the times we are in control of that voice, but even if you're asking, what if I'm not good enough? What if I fail? I want you to start asking, what if you're the best person for this? What if you succeed? What if you are way more powerful than you ever could have imagined? Then what? So, girl or guy or person, it's 50-50. So you might as well try. Do it scared. Yeah. Failure also, this is the last point. I have to say this. I love failure these days. That sounds weird, right? I'm sure. I love failure because it teaches me. It's something that I won't do next time. Every closed door is for a reason, and I truly, truly believe that. So I'm grateful for failure. I'm grateful for closed doors. I'm grateful for all of that because it's only helping me to be better and do better as I move along. That's all I'm gonna say. That was a lot. Sorry.
No, that's powerful. Yeah, that's very powerful. I'm jotting it down. I'm also taking it home. I'm also using that for my life. Thank you. That's beautiful. Please, do you have anyone? Joe, do you want to say something? Iki, do you want to say something?
Yes.
Okay.
So, as Doc said, we've all found ourselves in certain situations like this. I remember the first time I was asked to mount a podium and speak. I was addressing the freshmen at Pentecost University. This is like 3 to 4 years ago. I was asked to come speak about my journey. I was working and studying on campus. I was asked to come tell my journey. And trust me, I felt I prepared. I got to the stage and my mind was blank. Everybody was just looking at my face. You could feel the echo, you could feel the stares. Like, why did she come and stand here and she's not saying anything? I felt so bad and I decided to do better. Like, I won't find myself in such situations ever again. So I decided to build competence. Build competence. So if you're always seeing that person out there being so confident, doing all the things that you'd want to do, you could sit yourself down and ask, what is that person doing? So if you want to start speaking in public, what are the things that you can do to make sure that you are adding value to yourself? If you know the things at heart, there's a confidence that comes from, you don't even know where it comes from, but because you know what you're about, you know what you want to do, that gives you an extra advantage. So build confidence. The more you learn, the more you practice, the more confident you become. And since then, I've had various opportunities, various platforms to speak, to also express my views. We are still not there, but at least you've had that wealth of experience, that several times of showing up. So, as Dr. Rachel says, show up, do it uncomfortable. If you fail, you learn from the experience. There's no great person out there who you've seen who never made any mistake. The more mistakes you learn, oh, I shouldn't have done it this way. I should have done it that way. So that will always help me. And practice self-affirmation. Look at yourself in the mirror. Tell that girl you see, that reflection, you see that she's beautiful, she's confident, she can do whatever she puts her mind to. She can conquer the world. Nobody come close to you. Like, if you're not able to hype yourself that much, no one is coming to do it for you. So you should know this is something that you should take a personal decision, a bold decision that this is what you do. Have confidence. Speak to yourself every time before you step out of the house. I'm always doing that. So me, I'm walking like a fly girl. Like, it's not what you're gonna tell me that is gonna affect me, because I know I'm already pretty, I'm already that big girl, and that gives you that confidence. So I'm sure if you try all these tricks, it would help you. I'm sure Nikki has some more to add up to it.
Yeah. Nikki. Genevieve, please get ready.
Actually,
Nikki, please,
you
yeah,
mute
yeah.
yourself. Should I
I
go
have.
on? No.
Yes,
Nikki
go
has
on.
muted. I can talk. Okay. Okay, with the
Nikki,
question.
yes, you've muted yourself.
Yeah. So can I talk? Nikki is muted.
Oh, I'm muted. Sorry. I was saying that I have an issue with Josephine. She's always putting me on the spot. Okay, so I like the relation between the purpose and confidence. Listening to Sonia read the question out, she mentioned that she's not confident because she has not found her purpose. She wants to know how she find her purpose, and purpose has a lot to do with confidence. Or confidence has a lot to do with purpose. Let me say it that way, because finding your purpose is the secret to self confidence. Imagine knowing who you are. Imagine knowing why you are here. Imagine knowing what you stand for. Like Josephine said, nobody can tell her nothing. Nobody can show her nothing because she knows her identity. You understand? So that is the role that finding your purpose plays in your life. It makes you confident because when you are confident, you know that your greatness in life is not your similarities with other people, but your uniqueness. So the lady went ahead to ask that, how do I find my purpose? And a lot of young women have this question, are asking this question, and they are not getting a concrete answer. Maybe I can help out in a way, not fully, because I cannot determine what your purpose is. You have to find what your purpose is. You have to get to know what it is, identify what your purpose is. But I'm going to give you a few questions that you can ask yourself, and then maybe gradually you will arrive at your purpose. So, number one is, what are my strengths? Number two is, what are my potentials? I'm just hoping that the lady that asked the questions here, what are my strengths? Number one. Number two, what are my potentials? So your potentials has to do with your unique qualities, your talent, your passion, your interest, your unique features. So that could be your skin color, your height and all of that. It's all under your potentials. Okay. And then the next question you ask yourself is, what am I consistent with? What am I consistent with? And then the next one is, what gives me fulfillment? What gives me fulfillment? The next question is, what can I do even without pay, even without being paid? It is very important because purpose sometimes is not necessarily about, it's not all about being paid. You see, when you're able to ask yourself this question, you realize that, okay, there's this one thing that I keep doing, even though money is not the motivation behind it. So it will help you. And then the next question is, where can I serve? Where can I serve? That's the last question. Where can I serve? Because service is a place of discovery and a pointer to your purpose. Sometimes it is through service that you discover your purpose. For example, if you have to volunteer somewhere, maybe with an NGO or maybe, with a company, as time goes on, you develop some interest. You become passionate about whatever you are doing there, and then it leads you on. You see, you realize that you are discovering yourself gradually. You are falling in love with what you are doing. So service also leads you or teaches you about your purpose. So as you keep, asking yourself these questions, you realize that you will narrow down to a point where you realize that, okay, this is my path. So I wish that that lady is here and then she will be able to answer these questions to herself. And it takes you on a journey to discovering who you are. Dr. Rachel said that it is a journey. It's not a one thing. It's a journey. So as you keep asking yourself these questions, it will lead you on as you grow, and you'll be growing with it, and you find your path. So I hope this has helped.
Okay, that's fine. Genevieve, would you want to add up? Would you want to say something? Is there anything?
Yeah. Okay, with this question, I think it has a link, especially when I completed my university, my degree, and especially after national service, I thought I was, especially when my friends were traveling Others were having their purpose. Others are rich children. They knew what they are doing. Their parents placed them into big institutions and all those stuff. I thought I was stuck. I used myself. I was down. I was depressed. But it came to a time I started reading things of motivational speakers on YouTube. Then I began to start to build myself up. I started with self love. I started loving myself. As Josephine said, I would stand in the mirror, sometimes naked, to watch yourself, have this affirmation, self-love is a foundation of a happy life. It makes you healthy, it makes you fulfilled. It's so essential, it's essential to recognize your worth. So I think, to the lady who asked this question, first and foremost, you need to love yourself. Sometimes you stand in the mirror, speak to yourself, motivate yourself. You don't need someone to tell you all this. Speak to yourself, speak positive impact, speak good things in your life. And as we say, our words are powerful when it do happen. And as Nikki also said, she gave out some list of things that the lady should do, or to sit down and have some insightful things like to talk about. I think I have to add up to what Nikki also said, that she has to listen to her heart. That lady who asked that question should listen to her heart. What makes you happy? What are the things that makes you happy? What are your passion? Think about what makes you happy, the things that you enjoy when you're a kid. These things brings out the purpose in you. You have to explore your strengths, as Nikki also said. These things gather up to help you know your purpose in life. Whilst you identify your values, what matters most to you, what do you stand for, these things add up. So I think first and foremost, the first thing that you need to do is to love yourself. As a woman, in the first place, you should love yourself no matter what. I love what Josephine said. I agree 100% with Josephine. The things that Josephine said. Do all these things, and I think at the end, you know your purpose. Yeah, thank you.
Wow, that's beautiful. Thank you, Sue. Thank you. When we are done, we would say what everyone said about knowing your purpose. Because please, if you just join, grab a paper or a book and a pen and jot something. See, I'm flipping pages, I'm writing. Please, this is an important section. It's not like you have joined to just, yes, you are here to support me and to support everyone here, but I also want you to support yourself. So you have your paper and your pen, and then you write something down. The guys that have joined, you also need this for your life. You need it for the life of your sister, your grandkids, and the ladies. We need it because today is our day. So we have heard a lot, and we are thankful for everything you guys have said. My sweet guests, thank you so much. We have another problem that I feel we should also address. Some few problems, but let's see. I'm going to select a few from, because it looks like it's a repetition of um self-doubt and all. Someone says that I thought, so with this, I think reading, I feel the person is, see how that goes. By now I have had my life figured out. Look, and they are all chasing their dreams, making moves. But I feel like no direction, no clarity. I keep asking myself, what am I supposed to be doing? And how do I find my path? So I think with this, how can someone discover their lost? Because it's like the person is lost. Because he says, I thought by now I would have my life figured out. Looks like the person's friends are more, they are ahead of her or him, and the person feels stuck at where he or she. So how we can talk about the roles of guidance and also mentor. In that earlier, but I think we should re-echo it so that the person would have that, or we will know about that. We are all learning. So the person feels stuck. So how can we help the person discover his or can we help someone figure out her purpose when he or she feels lost? And then maybe we can help with some kind of mentorship or guidance that can
Okay. So can I go on?
on that for us.
Hello.
Yes, Genevieve. Is it
Okay.
Nikki or
So
Genevieve?
it's Genevieve.
Okay, Genevieve.
Actually, when you are trying to find your purpose in life, it can be very overwhelming. So as you said earlier on, I think the person should seek guidance. Yes. You see, you should get a role model, someone you think you want to be in future. You seek guidance from that person. Tell the person your needs, your wants, things that are hindering you in life, things that are becoming constraints in your life. You feel intimidated. I think seeking guidance is the majority thing, is the first thing, the priority, the most important thing that the person needs to do. When the person helps him or her, I think trying out new things, the person shouldn't be afraid to step out their comfort zone and try new things. Trying new things will help you seek your purpose and not be intimidated. So I think seeking guidance will be the best solution. Yeah.
Okay. But what type of guidance do you think this person?
Well, it depends on the need. For instance, if the person is battling with being vulnerable or feeling intimidated, I think going for going for someone higher in the society, maybe in church, your pastor, or seeking further guidance from maybe your tutors, your lecturers. For instance, Dr. Rachel here is a lecturer. So
Yeah.
if I'm a student and I feel this kind of feeling, I think going to her seeking guidance will be the best solution if my example serves me right.
Okay. That's fine. That's cool.
Yeah.
Yeah. Please, I want another person to give an advice. I want another person to give an advice.
Okay. So
Okay.
this person wants to can you ask the question again? Just ask the question again.
Okay. So
And
I
then
let me just read the scenario. Let me read the. So I thought by now I had my life figured out. I look at my friends and they are all chasing their dreams, making moves, but I feel like I'm just existing. No direction, no clarity. I keep asking myself, what am I supposed to be doing? How do I find my path? So the
wow.
person feels lost and
Okay.
somewhere.
Yeah. I think some, if not all of us, a few of us have found ourselves in such situations before, like
Yeah.
not knowing what to do. I myself found myself in such a situation. Yeah. I think you would be going with the flow. Okay, let me finish school and see what I can do and all that. And as you can see, maybe your friends you look like they've got it all figured out. But how can you actually know that this is what you can do to find your purpose? Because it's very important. I think one thing this person can do is to self-reflect. Self-reflect. What are the things that you do that excites you or fulfills you?
Okay.
I'm going to use myself as a case study because growing up, I knew that I like to talk. You can give me a whole day and I'll be talking. You're getting it. And I just realized that it's my voice that I would use to impact others. So I found my purpose with my voice. So you just have to sit down and look down, self-reflect. What are the things that you do that excites you or fulfills you? Again, you try to identify what are your strengths, what are the things that you find easy to do, things that you know that, oh, when it comes to this, no one can come close to me. Seeking all those things and putting them down helps you, gives you an idea of what your purpose may be. Sometimes some of us are looking for our purpose to be something glamorous, like something extra, but usually it's the simple things. Mine is talking, just talking. Somebody's own can be singing, somebody's own can be their charisma, somebody's own can be how they relate with people. Just the simple things that excite you and you know you're very good at can also help you find your purpose. So when you know this is what you can do to help, you can just build confidence, try to find a career and help navigate that. As Ms. Genevieve also said, seeking mentorship is very important that you get it. So you know that, oh, this is what I like to do. Then you getting the right guidance can also help you know how you can properly maximize and utilize some of these things that you are so passionate about. Some people like to braid. Some people braiding comes naturally to them. That is how they can also be able to impact lives. There's so much you can be able to do with something small. The impact sometimes is amazing. I think most of them. So if you see your friends going here and there, sometimes you also think, are they also going according to their purpose or they are also following the crowd sometimes? So I think these are some of the things that they this person should look at. And in case maybe it's the maybe for me, I knew talking and amplifying my voice is how I can find my purpose. I started taking small actions, trying to put yourself out there. So if you find that this is what you are so excited about, make it make sure that no one comes to you in that strength and tries to make sure that no one comes to you, no one beats you in that strength. And trust me,
Says that this is really touching. My father is paying for my education and he insists I study IT because it's a high demand field. But my real passion is in communication study. I feel trapped because I don't have the financial means to fund my own education. Do I disappoint my father and chase my dreams, or do I follow what they want? So someone is saying that my father is paying for my education and he insists I study IT because it's a high demand field. But my real passion is in communication studies. I feel trapped because I don't have the financial means to fund my own education. Do I disappoint my father or my family and chase my dreams? Or do I follow what they want? So I would like to know with this situation, how do you think this person can balance family expectation with the personal aspiration? Because this is something that most people
Hi.
are going through. Most people are going through. So there is an issue, and she's saying that she's confused because if she had her own way, she wouldn't be studying IT. And it looks like as she's studying the IT, she's not really focusing because at the end of the day, it's not something that she wants to do, but it's something that the one that is funding her education says, go do. So how do we solve this? How do we support this female or this thing? Say something.
Hi,
Or
Sonia.
Dr.
Sonia, are
Rachel.
you there? Sonia, can you hear me?
Hi, Yakuma.
Yeah, I'm back. I just wanted to say that I'm back. Thank you, and sorry for the short break, but I'm back.
Sorry, y'all. Kuma is back.
Yes.
She had a couple of excuse herself for a while. Kumba, you're welcome.
Thank you so much, Sonia. Thank you.
Yes. So we are having a discussion. some people filling the Google.
Okay, so would you want me to take the question that you asked, or is someone taking it? Hi,
Hi,
Sonia,
Kumba.
are you there?
I think everybody's just jumping in when they need to. So if you want to take the question, you could go ahead.
Okay, all right, sure. Thank you so much. I think this question or a similar one was asked at a conference that I attended on Friday, and I agree with the response that the speaker gave. So I would reiterate what the speaker said. So the thing is that I don't know who is asking the question, but I'm presuming the person may be pursuing their first degree or undergraduate studies, so it's still dependent on their family's support. One thing I've come to realize is that sometimes in life, you will not always have it your way. And it's okay. We cannot always have things our way. Sometimes, even when you are not dependent on anyone and you have control over everything that you do, you may not have things always your way because sometimes you may not even have the resources to pursue an activity or a project that you are interested in. So, for the meantime, considering that it's your father who is taking care of you and he who has the means to, support you in whatever you are doing, you can pursue what he's asked you to do or continue pursuing what he's asked you to do. But while at it, feed your passion or feed your skill or feed your gifts. So feed your area of interest. He's asking you to pursue IT because it is the trend now. And it's very true. And trust me, if you're on this call, I think that your father's opinion is not wrong at all because even if you pursue something else, say you're interested in fashion, gradually, while you grow in fashion, you may come to realize that you need some IT skills to buttress your fashion that you are doing, and it will skyrocket your fashion business. Or let's say it's public speaking you want to do, or journalism you want to do. When you have IT skills, in addition to your public speaking or journalism, it's going to skyrocket you. And you realize that you are a fashion designer, but you are a smart one. So there is no wrong in being a smart fashion designer. And when I say smart in this sense, I mean IT literate, right? Or a smart medical doctor, or a smart lawyer, or a smart teacher, or a smart journalist. You see, it will actually set you apart from all the others because you see, IT is the edge right now. AI is very important in whatever we do. And when you have these skills, it sets you or it distinguishes you from the others. So, yes, you have a passion. Yes, you have a skill. Yes, you have an interest, which is very important because personally, I do not believe that people should be forced to do what they do not want to do. But see, if when you are dependent on someone, you should not have your will entirely. So, yes, while you pursue the IT, please don't give up on it. Don't intentionally fail to show your father pepper because that's what some students do. They'll decide that, you know what, I do not want to do this, so I will not study. I will get all the ease so that my father will come to realize that it is not IT that is my interest. You are doing yourself more harm than you are doing your dad harm. Because at the end of the day, who is wasting 2 years of their lives? Who is wasting 3 years of their lives? Who is wasting 4 years of their lives, right? So just commit to studying the IT. But while you study the IT, even if it's acting that you're interested in school, there are drama clubs. Join the drama clubs, okay, pursue co-curricular activities, harness your skill, okay, while still performing in the IT. You see, when you are making your dad happy and then you are while even pursuing the other thing, he will be so excited that now gradually he will give you the opportunity to do what you want to do. And you even come to realize that, this acting I'm acting, because of my IT, when I go out, they give me opportunities and they give the other people opportunities because I have an added skill. So for me, yes, you have legitimate claims to say you want to do what you want to do. But as it stands, you are dependent on someone. So you do not even want to miss the opportunity of studying IT and even miss the opportunity to even learn or harness your areas of interest. right? So you don't want to miss two opportunities, because if your father does not support you, do you have the means to support yourself to pursue your passion? And you clearly indicated that you do not, right? So pursue what your father has asked you to do, but while at it, harness your skill, okay? Feed your talent. Feed your talent. Pursue, if it's acting, join the drama club. If there are audition opportunities that come up, okay, pursue them, but don't do them at the detriment of your books. Do you understand? You can even start content creation. If it's acting you want to do, start content creation. Your dad will not come and seize your phone unless maybe you are doing the wrong things online. But if you are doing the right things and it's making impact, I don't think that your dad will have big challenges with it, especially when you are still excelling academically. And let me surprise you or burst your bubble. The person who gave this response to a student who asked this question was Jocelyn Duma, the celebrated actress and the media personality that we know. She was the one giving this advice that, you know what, it's not good to go against what your parents say you should do. Try to make them understand that this and that. You can even try to involve an elder person who they respect and all. If it hits the wall, then please still pursue what your parents are asking you to do. And then while at it, okay, harness your skills. As I am currently, I'm a law student. Law has always been my passion. But I do not just do law. I do public speaking, I do MC, and majorly corporate events. So yes, I'm a public speaker, I'm an event host, I do a little bit of event planning here and there, I do a whole lot of other things, right? I do mentorship, NGO support and all that, a lot of things. So even though I'm on a career path, I'm on the legal career path, or I'm pursuing a profession in the legal space, or the legal fraternity, that is not all there is to me. So this is what I have to say to whoever asked the question. Thank you. I don't know whether my other able speakers have something to chip in. Thank you.
Oh, yes, that's
Wow,
nice.
that's so
That's
amazing.
good.
Yeah.
Yes, that's good. Genevieve, there's another
Actually,
one. That one can answer. That one you can answer. You have just two other questions or
okay.
other problems. I'll need
Let
you
me
to talk
let
on
me
them.
add up to what
That's
Kumba
fine.
said.
Okay,
Um,
that's fine. Fine.
I did human settlement planning for my undergraduate. I had no idea what course it is, but it was my pastor who chose that course for me. I never liked it. It was so boring. I never ever liked it. So after completing school, I personally went to buy forms for project management because that's what I love. And so now everybody hates Monday morning or Sunday evening going to Monday morning. But me, I love Monday mornings. I love my work, what I do, because that's what's my passion. That's what I yearn for. I love project management. Everything in life is all about project management. But when it comes to my undergraduate, it was chosen for me. So I never liked it. So it really fits into what Kumba said. I'm just a typical example. So that's what I want to add up to. Yeah.
All right, that's nice. So we've heard from our speakers. They say IT. IT is great. IT is powerful. IT is conquering the world. AIs. Now you don't need to rack your brains to write messages, to write letters. You just go. Please type this. I want to apply for a job. Help me write a CV. Then you have it done. WhatsApp, you have the Meta AI. It is actually doing great. So if it is IT is doing well. So just as Kumba said, you are learning that to enhance yourself. That's what they are all trying to say. So it's not a bad thing. And let's not try to disrespect our parents. We are supposed to honor our parents and the Lord. And Genevieve has told you, she's set us a great example. She said the course she did for her degree was something she didn't like. But when she finally got herself, she had a breakthrough. She realized that I need to further my education. And so this time around, I want to do something that I feel I love to do. And then she enhanced herself by offering project management. And then she's doing well. She's really doing so well. So you can also follow her on her Instagram page. You see she's been posting stuff. If you need more ideas, more advice, you can see Kumba and then Genevieve. You can even see anyone here. They are ever ready to help you be a better person. So don't be confused. We are actually doing so well. It's part of the journey. You'll get confused at a point. Thank you so much, beautiful women. Thank you so much. There is another one that I want us to talk about. Then after that, um, I think we can say goodbye. You know, it's I am the firstborn in my family, and the weight of responsibility is too much. My siblings rely on me. My parents expect me to contribute financially, but I also have dreams I want to pursue. But I also have dreams I want to pursue, yes. How do I balance my responsibility with chasing my purpose? So she's saying that I am the firstborn in my family, and the weight of responsibilities is too much. My siblings rely on me. My parents expect me to contribute financially, but I also have dreams that I want to pursue. I How do I balance my responsibility with chasing my purpose? Maybe we can help this person with how she can balance her financial responsibility with personal goals. And we can also help the person by maybe coming the financial people over here. We can also help the person by um, showing her some financial planning strategies so that she can do that to help manage her burden. So, who would like to say something about this? Please, we need your advice. Genevieve, please unmute your microphone. I can't. Yeah.
I think
Yeah.
this person needs to set boundaries. This person, he or
Okay.
she should sit the parents down and the siblings down to talk with them. That perhaps, mommy, daddy, I can do this, I can't do this because it's way over me. Setting boundaries will really help this person to reach that kind of level that he or she wants to be in terms of finances. You know, else family members, so far as they know you can help, they'll always come to you. My grandfather
Okay.
used to call me every Monday morning for mobile money. It came to a time I had to block him for some time, else family members, they will always come. So setting that boundary, making them understand that you can do this, you can't do this, will be the better option rather than always letting them give you that pressure, putting pressure on you in order not for you to save, because you have to also take care of yourself. You need to save for yourself too. So personally, I think setting boundaries, talking them down will be the best option. Yeah.
Okay. Dr. Rachel, do you want to say something?
Yeah, I do, because I'm a firstborn. So I know the vibes already. I wanted to tell the person, I hear you loud and clear. I acknowledge you and how heavy that burden can be and responsibility can feel. Something that I've been learning, actively still learning, is that you cannot pour from an empty cup. You can't pour from an empty cup. You have to make sure your cup is full and has something in it before you pour into other people's cups, because yeah, if it's empty, nothing's gonna come out, and then everybody is a mess. So I want you to be okay with taking care of yourself as well, and be okay with loving yourself and prioritizing yourself. You know, we all talk about, there's this verse, love your neighbor as yourself is one of the commandments. You all know
Mm-hmm.
already. And what I think people don't realize or focus on is the language of it. It's love your neighbor as yourself, which means the way you love yourself is actually the priority, is actually the standard. That is the way. You have to love yourself first before you could love anybody else, because that's the example. And so I wanted that firstborn to understand
Okay.
that and know that,
Please,
and
Kumba,
be
do you
able
want to
to.
say something?
Oh, she does hearting. I also wanted to say that
Yes,
one
I'm
of the
just acknowledging what she's saying, but maybe after.
sacrificing your dreams. It means finding a balance between supporting your family and building the future that you want. So I agree with Genevieve. Set your boundaries, set clear boundaries where needed, and communicate with your family about what you can do realistically. Don't overpromise and underdeliver. I hate that. Underpromise and overdeliver if you want to, but tell them what you can and cannot do. And I also want you to remember that your success is the greatest gift you could give any of them. It's a bigger gift than money, bigger gift than food, even for the most part. So when you chase your purpose and you build a stable future, you create opportunities for yourself and your family. And I think that for your siblings, for your parents, for your aunties, uncles, cousins, all the people, and that can lighten the burden for your family and for you in the long run. So I want to say, you don't have to choose between duty and dreams. Just try to build in a way that honors both because your needs are equally important.
Okay. Your needs are equally important, and you need to set boundaries. You need yourself. Yes. Kumba, you can.
Just after Dr. Rachel spoke, I feel like, okay, do I want to say anything? Now, I even feel like she was throwing jabs at me because as the last born, I'm eating off assistant. I'm eating off what my sister gives me. But I think that so this is not from experience because I'm not a firstborn, but it's from observation. I agree absolutely with all they have said, especially setting boundaries and communicating clearly. I think that one important thing is to plan. Okay, plan what you want to achieve for yourself personally, and plan what support you can give, not based on their expectations, but based on what you can give, right? And communicate that. And don't be so bent on pleasing them, but what you should look at is giving the support that you can have, no matter how little it is. And that should be enough because I do not think that you are um, responsible for everyone else. And like was said, the Bible said, love your neighbor as yourself. So if you don't love yourself, you cannot love others, right? So you need to love yourself. If you're taking good care of yourself, you would realize that it is important to even take care of others, right? As much as you have even taken care of yourself. But if you don't love yourself, if you do not take care of yourself, you would break down. And where would you be to now take care of the others? So I think that planning well, planning what your goals are personally as an individual would help you know now what can I do or what is left of me to give to others. Because you see, you will only thrive when you are doing well, and then there would be an opportunity for you to help others when you are doing well. But if you are in ill health, if you are not succeeding in what you are doing, then you wouldn't even have the energy or the resources to support other people. So really just plan well and communicate clearly. So plan. Say, let's say, if it is 100 cities a month, you can give to mom, dad, and your siblings. Please communicate them to them, please.
Yeah.
I think
Kumba, are
you should
you
explain
done?
everything to them. Yes,
Okay.
please.
That's
So you may not even have to explain everything to them, but you can just tell them what it says you have within your means to give. Yeah, thank you.
okay. All right. So this is a question that came up while we were having the discussion
They're testing your limits, see what they can get away with, right? So be clear about what is and is not acceptable and look at their responses to that clarity. Because a purposeful woman does not beg for respect, a purposeful woman demands it. It is non negotiable. It is what it is. Another thing I would say is surround yourself with real allies because not everybody offering help is a predator. There are good people out there who will genuinely give you help and genuinely want to support you, that will uplift you without expecting anything in return. So I would say find those people and lean on them because they're out there. Um, I've had a lot of experiences like this, especially in Ghana since I moved here, where men are trying to test to see what they can get away with. And some of the times I need the things from the men. But when it comes to this, it's like, what do I need more? My respect and dignity, or for you to fix this situation for me? And the answer will always be me. Always. Always. Whatever the consequences are. I'm also a woman of faith. So I know that if it's not provided by this person and they're not good for me, God will provide an alternative. That's how I feel. honestly. So the last thing I'm gonna say is never let your desperation silence your worth. Never let your desperation silence your worth, because the right opportunities will come without asking you to compromise yourself. You are valuable, you are worthy of help without strings attached, just as you are. Yeah.
All right, Nikki, do you want to say something? Do you want to share anything with us? Anything to share?
These women, they have killed it already. All right. let me top up small. So first of all, a purposeful woman is not an idle woman. She's a woman that is always busy, doing something she loves and impacting her world. Maybe you may not start getting money on the go, but you are still busy. Busy is busy. You are doing something meaningful. Okay, so eventually you will get to a point where your works will be seen, just like some of us are seen now. Some of us are being celebrated. Some people had to put in the work for so many years, they were not even earning. So you don't have to compromise when it comes to these things. You see, a purposeful woman is a focused woman. And a focused woman is someone that you don't sacrifice that for just some how many minutes or seconds pleasure. You understand? I would use myself as an example. Back in school when I was actively modeling, in fact I am still modeling, but those days I was on many platforms doing runway, doing commercial, doing editorial, and all of that. So I was quite busy with the modeling, and I remember that a lot of time I got hit on by some of these model instructors, managers. Um, and I remember that, you see, at that time I was in school. The last time we met at GT, I shared my journey of how I kind of struggled at a point in my life where I had lost my dad and yeah. So around that time, I was schooling and I was hustling. I was modeling. I was, into trade. I was fixing wigs. I was doing makeup. I was doing this. I was ushering here and there, because I was taking care of myself. Aside my school fees being paid, everything that I needed, I had to do, provide it for myself. And so around that time, I was quite vulnerable, you understand? And I could have easily given in to those people. And those people are the same people that will come to you that, oh, okay, if I'm able to, if you allow me, I'll give you access to this particular. Sometimes some of the platforms are huge. Some of these runway platforms are huge. These fashion shows are huge, and you are in dire need to be on that show. You really want to be on that show, and this person wants to get with you before they give you that gig. And I thank God for strength. And sometimes it's good to harden your heart as a woman. And so I was focused. I said no without looking back. The number of times these people came to me. So you see, when you start saying no, they'll start seeing you as controversial. So that was what they used to call me silently. Hey, as for Nikki, there, she's controversial. She's so hard. She's so difficult to understand. If you want to have a conversation with her, she wouldn't give in. All those things. That was what they were saying behind my back. They will be saying that it's good, oh, it's good for them. It's better that they will say that about you than to say that you are easygoing. It means everybody is able to get with you. You understand? So that was the kind of person I was. And trust me, right now, as we speak, you see those good paying jobs, those good paying contracts, good paying gigs. I am I don't know if this is a testimony, but I am enjoying. And all those women, all those, you see, my colleague models that gave in as at that time, they are nowhere to be found. I'm not saying that they have not succeeded in life, but in their modeling career, they are nowhere to be found. They are doing other things. Those people were, they were eager, they were ready to, go with the move because they wanted to be seen so bad. These people are going to give you opportunities on platforms and all of that, and you are going to be seen. You're going to get a lot of followers and likes and all of that. And now those people are nowhere to be found. When they are looking for people models that are respected, then they will come for you that said no to them. You are the one that they are going to land you that contract. They're going to, because these companies, these brands like Airtel, Tigo, and Woodin, and those people that I have worked with, they don't like people that have controversies. You don't have people that have been used. They don't have people that have, don't have a good image. You understand? So when they are looking for such people, the people that gave in, they will not go for them, but they'll rather come for those that were bold enough to say no. So I am saying this to encourage you. Maybe you are facing this in your workplace. Maybe it's your school. I don't know wherever you are encountering this. Maybe some of you, it's even your landlords that are pestering you. See, be bold enough to say no. They will respect you. Right now, they'll say you are being tough, you are being hard, you are being whatever. They will come back later and respect you. That's what I have to say.
That's amazing. Respect. All my speakers have been talking about respect. Choose yourself first before everything. Respect is one. They will do whatever they want to do, take advantage of you, and then they leave you. They laugh at you, mock you, and then your name will just be spreading out there. In the near future, when you are on telly, you see that people will be mocking you. When you post something on Instagram, someone will come and say something funny at the comment section, and you'll be hurt, you'll be broken, you'll be asking yourself questions, and then you'll be saying that had I known, but it's always at last. We don't want that happening. We are beautiful people, beautiful girls growing up. And as part of the purpose, these are some of the challenges. I'm glad that I've been able to meet these wonderful women to share. It is not easy to share your story, but they have been brave enough to talk about what they have been through. And I'm so happy for today. I have learned a lot. I keep flipping pages. I have learned so much. I have learned a lot from the start till now. I don't even want to end the conversation, but there is a lot to be done. Others have to also attend other Zoom meetings, especially today, Sunday. Yes. And so I think we've heard from them. If I'm to ask everyone what they have learned, I don't think we are going to end now. We've learned about being a resilient woman, being powerful, being strong. We've learned about not being, don't allow yourself to be used. Don't allow people to take advantage of you. Do it, even if you think it won't work. This year, Josephine and I were having a conversation. She posted something and I was telling her that, Joe, today, this year, even on LinkedIn, I posted, I said, my theme for the year is to try. I will try it even when I think it's not going to work. Even when I have doubts, I will try. Even if it fails, I have tried. So I will try. And then when I try, at the end of the day, I know that, yes, this went wrong. Oh, yes, I succeeded. And then I will clap for myself by the end of the year. And so this is my ambition. Try, 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 try. And while trying, don't give yourself up and don't give yourself into the men that are going to worry you. Success is not easy, and nothing good comes easy. It will take a lot to get to where you want to be. Today, we have learned a lot. These women are so amazing, they are powerful. Dr. Rachel, thank you so much for sharing. I have learned a lot. Today, I've had a chance to learn from you. Genevieve, thank you so much. You have been an amazing woman. Kumba, I have missed you, but I have been able to learn something from you. Thank you. And my other Nikki, thank you so much. Jojo, thank you so much. You have been so great. The questions keep coming,
Yes.
but we need to say goodbye. We have to, because
And Sonia, thank you so much for having us and for bringing us together to have this awesome and needed conversation. Thank you for making such a huge impact in the lives of so many people around the world.
So Sonia, is there a way we can share contacts with each other?
Yes.
Yes, yes, there's a way we can share contact. So you can leave your contact at the chat section so that you see my guests are not selfish. They still want to impact lives. They still want to help. Yes, they still want to help because questions keep coming. So you can leave your numbers, or better still contact me so that I give you their numbers. I'm not going to leave their numbers there. No, they don't need to be
Yeah.
bothered, but they want to help. We don't have to worry them. Yes, please, we are helping them. We are asking them questions about ourselves, about our purpose in life, not any other thing. Don't go to the extreme. I saw that someone spoke about financial constraints. Yes, I believe that it is some of the struggles we all go through. Everybody goes through because we all have a role to play in our lives or in the lives of our families. Everywhere that we are, we have some roles to play. But please just contact them on issues about your purpose, how to figure it out, and how to better your life, and not any other thing. So when you need any, they are all ready to help. So if you need their numbers, just contact me. I'll give you their numbers. Okay. But then if you also want to speak to them, you want them to have your number, you can leave it at the chat column. And also you can share it, you can share your contacts on the social media handles, our social media handles at Lemune. And then I would link you up to them. Yes, we are here to connect. Yes. And if you have a program and you need them to also come for your program, attend your program, share their ideas like I have, they are up for it. Yes, they are up for it. We are all up for this. You have a conference and you need a speaker. They are here. They'll make time for you. After all, this is what life is about. We are here to empower. We are here to impact life. So if you are here and then you have a program, you wanted them to come, attend, share their views, share what they have, inspire, they are here to do that for you. So you can also contact me. I'll give you their numbers so that we connect from there. Yes. And so Lerin is also embarking the project. We are saving about 1,000 women. We had a discussion on menstrual hygiene with the Greater Accra Regional Director at Community Development. And she was telling us about a disturbing issue of the young girls at Ada, the Ada Municipal Assembly. Their children from class 4 to GHS 3, they struggle with having menstrual pads and then personal hygiene kits. Yes. So if you are here and you would like to support this, it's here. It will love them. We have some 1,000 students we want to assist. We need to help. We are told that what the men do is that they have sex with them to give them sanitary pads. They take advantage of that. Except they have sex with them to give them the sanitary pads. Yes. And also, these girls in such situations, they are unable to go to school. They are being deprived of a lot because of the inability to have pads and other menstrual hygiene, stuff to keep themselves when they are in their month. Cramps is also another issue. So if you are here and you want to donate, Doc, if you have your students, you can share with your students. Anyone that would like to support from 10 cedis and above, we are up for it. If they have sanitary pads and they want to donate, we are up for it. Any menstrual hygiene, anything that they think, is it tampons, anything that they think they can support my NGO with, we are up for it. Sweethearts over here, Nikki, if you have people that you think you can connect us with, Genevieve, if you have anyone that you can, connect us with, or even if you want to help, we are up for it. Kumba, please. And Josephine, anyone that you think you can help support, or if you can support yourself, a sanitary pad. I mean, if we all donate one sanitary pad, at least about 4 or 5 people can get one sanitary pad. So this is a sponsorship packages. We have the platinum, we have the silver, we have the bronze, we have the gold, and we have the starter. But better still, you can also donate 10 cedis to my number 055-344-5414 or 020-589-2419. Yes. So we are up for it. And then I have someone that fixed my nails. She did it natural and she did some small makeup for me. She said she's doing this to also as a form of sponsorship. So if you are here and then you want someone to do your makeup for you, she's up for it. She will travel, even if it's at Kumasi, Takrade. She says that's what she wants to do. She's a student and she said she's doing this to help herself go to school. So please, you can contact me for her number and then we will take it from there. Let's help each other. Let's put a smile on each other's faces. We have done so well. Thank you so much for your time. Sundays, we all have to sleep iron because the following day we have school and we have work. But you've dedicated your time to make this a wonderful day. I like to say, God bless you. You are blessed. And then I want to say that I am touched, I am honored, and I'm thrilled. I have learned a lot. I'm going to be, yeah. Let me see. Let me see everyone do this. Can we all do this? Kumba, let me see you do this. Yeah.
Woman
I
power,
love
woman
you.
power.
Yes, I love you, Nikki. Nikki is gone off, but I like to say thank you so much. Have a blessed night. Sleep well for me, and enjoy the rest of your days. We are going to talk. Yeah.
I'm
Yeah,
here. What am I supposed to do? Please let me do it before I go off.
do this, Kumba. Oh, my lights are in.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yay!
Pamper.
That's great news,
Hi,
Genevieve.
sisters. I like to say goodbye. Thank you very much.
On the
Bye.
contrary, please, I have to say something.
Okay,
Doctor,
The opportunity was a pleasure connecting with you all.
Okay.
Dr. Rachel, I don't know, but I
Thanks for the
see
pleasure
Mother.
connecting with you all.
I don't know. Can I talk?
Genevieve, Josephine, hi Josephine. I think I see you on LinkedIn a lot. Josephine, I see you on LinkedIn a lot, and it's a pleasure
Seems Josephine
connecting with
is a
you very
superstar.
much. Yes. All right.
But I'd love to connect with all of you on
Sonia,
LinkedIn. I'll be following you all. I'll be connecting with you all. Please connect back.
Okay. Just wait, we didn't see this. Let's see you do this. Let's see you do this. That's good. Okay, sisters. So can we say goodbye now?
Flex Jobs is the
Bye.
Bye.
woman. I see a woman every day in the mirror. I see a woman, and every time I look in mama, I see that woman, a wonderful woman, an African woman, mother of nature, beautiful woman. Bibini bai, semika sensio yensha neyensa. Me was super wild, but you're my one vet to say. Bibini bai, bibini bai, oh, wonderful woman, beautiful woman, beautiful woman. Every day in the mirror, I see a woman. And every time I look at mama, I see that woman. A wonderful woman. And a brilliant woman.
I need to know if all the speakers are here.
Beautiful woman. Beautiful woman.
I'm waiting for one of us to come. Hold on for me. I'm waiting for them. Okay, so while we wait for him, we have an passion.
You're audible, Sonia, loud and clear.
at Lemire to the Well. So if
I see a woman